Hello everyone. So welcome to our live stream. So let's check the audio first. Please let me know if I am audible to you or not. Then we can proceed further. Okay, please write yes if I am audible to you. Okay, I think I'll set now. So let's start this session for gold, and we will discuss here for gold only. And we are currently on live chart, as you can see from the chart. And if we look over to the time frame, currently we are on 15-minute chart. And in morning session, if you are connected with me in Telegram channel, you know that I shared the signal for buy entry. Yes, actually I inverted the scalar. I was a bit confused what happening to the chart. So as you can see that in the morning session we already shared a buy signal for buy entry at around this level at 1820 to 1823, and all the target of that entry hit successfully, and currently it is trading at a level of 1831 zone. So what we can expect from here, we will discuss that in this live session, and we will try to predict the movement in lower time frame and in higher time frame also. We will discuss that in next few minutes. So currently, as you can see that it is trying to, if you look over to this rectangle, let me highlight this rectangle. So if you look over to this rectangle over this price range, yes, I think it is visible now. So if we look over to current situation, and as you can see that gold is trying to break out this level. So this level is a very important price level for gold, and in recent prediction video I already discussed many times that this zone is a very important zone, and every time I predicted, or every time I uploaded a prediction video, I suggested that to keep eye on this level. Actually this level is around, if we look over to price range of this level exists from the range of 1829, as you can read from this line, or this price range, to 1834 price range. So currently from my view, if gold is able to break out this price zone, then we can expect a further rise of price toward the yesterday's high, or we can say the month high, which is at 184142 price range, and currently it is trading near to this zone. Because we are on lower time frame, currently I selected the custom time frame. Now if I switch back to 5-minute time frame or in 15-minute time frame, as you can see that overall gold is recovering from the yesterday or today's low level and try to break out this zone. So if we switch back to sorry, wait a minute, let me open a cluster chart so that we can explain the current situation. So please wait, let me open the chart. So if we look over to if we look over to this chart, this is exactly I think many of you don't know about this chart. This is a volume cluster chart, or we can say this is bid volume and ask volume price chart. We can see what happening inside the candle, how many buyer and sellers are currently taking entries on different price level. As you can see from this price range, currently these are the buyers and seller. If I zoom in for a better view, you will get a idea what I'm talking about. And if you have any question regarding the chart or any other question that you want to ask, you can ask me in the live chat. I will reply and I will try to resolve that query. And if we look over to this chart over here, what currently I am trying to do for scalping, I am expecting that this range, this price range, that is at around 1834 to 1834.30, this level might act as a resistance, and for scalping trade we can take a sell entry or a short entry toward the lower level. So currently I am looking to take a sell entry to at this level. I will let you know on the main chart. So we have to wait and watch how the price move, and then we will decide how to take entry accordingly. How can we get this volume chart? Actually there are many software available to get this chart, this particular chart. I will drop the link of those software and those you can say those chart which provide that services. Actually, this chart is not available in TradingView. This chart is available with other platform. You have to firstly you have to learn how to identify and how to read this chart. It is easy to get the software, but it is not easy to get how to read those software. So in coming days I will try to explain this chart in detail, and we will discuss how to take entry and how to take benefit from this chart. So I will surely discuss those things in coming days. But those who are looking for chart, I will drop a link in the description after completion of this live stream. Yes, actually this software, every such this kind of software is a paid version, because nobody provide that data free of cost, because this data is directly fetched from the future contract sites like CME Group and other service providers. So you have to pay a fee to get this chart, but the fee is not that high. You easily, anyone I think can afford that fee. So we will discuss that in coming days, how to get this software and how to set what I'm currently trading and what setup is this. So we will discuss this in coming days in future for sure. But currently we will focus on this level only, because from my view, this level, this red zone, if you look over to this zone, I am currently focusing on this zone. If it reject from this price range 343430, then we can take a sell entry as per my setup. Otherwise we have to look for another setup. And if we look over to higher time frame, currently if I switch back to, let's look at 1 hour candlestick chart. So as you can see from the chart, the last 1 hour candlestick is a bullish candlestick. But if we look over to this price range for this zone, so as you can see, this zone is a very important zone for me, and I am expecting entries only after the breakout or the rejection of this zone. So better we will wait, and then we will take scalping or long term entry accordingly how price behave on. Actually I look over to higher time frame for a better idea, because there is a less noise in the higher time frame. And for entries I generally look over to smaller time frame or lower time frame like 5 minute or 10 minute. And if we discuss some important price level on 4-hour time frame, as you can see from the chart, so currently as you can see, this level is a very important level because we have seen rejection, and we have seen, as you can see, if we roll back to previous trading session, so this zone is a very important, and then currently I am focusing on this level only, as you can see from these price range. And if I extend this zone, previously as you can see, this price range is also a important price zone in upper range. So let me extend this price zone. So on 4-hour we can say, and we have to wait how this candle and currently we can see that this is a very bullish candle, and we can expect a further rise toward the higher price range, but we have to wait and watch. And if it is able to break out this price range or this zone, this green rectangle zone, then we can expect retest toward the 1844 price zone or toward the recent high in yesterday trading session, which is at 1841 price zone. And further we can expect a rise only after the breakout toward this zone, which is at 1869, which is far away from the current price range. And if I switch back to 10-minute or 5-minute chart again, also as you can see that we are currently above the CPR zone. If you look over to these three line, these 1 2, let me zoom in, then you will get a better view. So this indicator, which is called as CPR, this lower line is lower range of this CPR zone, and this is the highest if you look over to this. So as you can see that generally it is considered that if it is trading above the CPR, then we can expect a price rise toward the high price range. But if it is trading below that zone, then we have to take sell entries, or this is considered that trend is going toward the downside, but currently it is trading above the CPR zone and we can expect a rise of price. But as discussed that currently, as you can see, we are currently, and sellers are, as you can see, sellers are pushing this range, and I think this is a good scalping trade to enter. As you can see, yes, I think this is a scalping sell entry. So okay, actually I missed this opportunity because I was discussing and listening and talking about this chart, and we missed the rejection that we recently discussed, that this zone is an important zone that we have to keep in mind. And as you can see, this candlestick is rejecting it because, as you can see, these are the sellers these are seller, or you can say these are the volume imbalance number in sell side. These are the sellers. If you look over to these highlighted uh, numbers in red color, let me zoom in. So these are the seller which are currently pushing the price toward the lower zone. So we have to keep eye over to this price range. And yes, if you look over to 10-minute time frame chart, as you can see, we have a kind of rejection, but I'm not sure because the wick is smaller. So, but we can say that this zone is acting as a major resistance, and we can take a short entry toward the lower level from current price. So I'm just predicting that from this price range, as you can see currently we are at 1832 price range, I'm expecting at least the retest toward the 182 price range. Or if we look over to another scenario over here, so from here we can expect a retest of 1830 in scalping trade. So but we have to confirm the rejection. Yes, this is a rejection. So but I'm confused here because as per my setup, this should be a good you can say a large wick in smaller time frame in 10 or 15. If we look over to this price range, yes, this is a good rejection. As I recently said to you that this range is a good range for sell. So but we missed this opportunity because at that time I was discussing about this chart. I was not looking at this chart. So never mind, we will take another opportunity. We just watch. Yes, we missed this opportunity, but I think if this price range hold or act as resistance, then we can expect a uh, downward movement toward the price range of lower CPR zone, at least at 1828 price range. Okay, I think if the current candle retest this zone again, then I think, and if the rejection again happen toward this range, then we can again, then we can have another opportunity to take a sell entry for scalping setup. But if it is able to break out this zone, then we can expect a further rise of price, and then we can take a buy entry above this price range. So as you can see from this price range at 1831 price range, as you can see, this zone is also a important zone to watch. As you can see that sellers are stacking over to this price range, and this red line is automatically uh, as you can see, this rectangle automatically generates signal that this price range might act as a resistance if it is try to break out the price above from this price. And currently you can see that sellers are pushing the market toward the lower side. Yes, in the beginning I already predicted that at this level the price might reverse, and exactly happening the same. And currently we are down to 183 price range. Okay, Ankur, please uh, recheck the whole video. I already said what kind of this chart, and I already discussed where to find this chart. I will share the link, so you have to watch the video from the beginning. I already shared my my view on this chart, and I already said the detail what what I am looking at this chart and how to trade with this chart. But don't worry, I will upload the videos in coming trading days about this chart and this strategy, how to take entry with this chart. But currently, as you can see, that sellers from this price range, and if we look over to these number, these are the sellers, and these are from the top side. So these are, I think, smart sellers. They are trying to push the market toward the downside, and I don't see any buying imbalance currently in any candle or any bar, as you can see from the current scenario. Hmm. Oh, we missed this opportunity. Okay, we will find another. Those who connected right now they have, if they check in the beginning of the video, I already shared my view that at this point or this range we can have a possible sell entry, and exactly the gold followed the same, and we are currently down to this level. Now those who want to take a sell entry, I think they can take a sell entry, but I think we are already down to 1829 price range. And if you want to take a sell entry, I think according to me, this price range 1830 is also a important level. So if you want to take entry, this should be your stop loss. Then you can take a sell entry toward the lower price range. But I will find another setup. So if we look over to the lower price range, we have to wait the retest toward the level of 1825 or 1826 price range. As you can see, this price range is also a major, or you can say, scalping support. We can take entry for buy toward the higher price only if gold is able to hold on this price range. And if we look over to this candlestick chart, as you can see from here, on smaller time frame, as you can see, this range or this price range is important support. And if it is gold is able to hold on, or gold reject this price support, then we can take a buy entry toward the higher price range for scalping only. So let's wait and watch. So this is a big fat candle, and as you can see that we have a volume here, strong volume here, so we can expect a retest toward this price range. And for scalping, we have to wait for the rejection toward this price range. Sorry, I forgot to unmute the mic. So what I'm saying here, that currently, as you can see, this price range is acting as a resistance, and this candlestick is with delta negative, and this is also negative delta, and over to this price range we have also negative delta. So what I'm saying here and what I am predicting from the current scenario, that if gold is able to hold on uh, this zone, then we can take the buy entry. But from the current scenario we can see that sellers are pushing the price toward the lower side. Yes, delta is getting green at this candle, but I don't see any buyer, so we can expect a test toward this zone that I already said. So we have to wait how price behave at this level, then we can decide for a buy or sell accordingly. If you are connected with me from the very beginning of this live session, I already said that this price range acting as a resistance, and I predicted that the gold, if gold rejected to this price range, then we can expect a lower price. And as you can see, the gold behave directly the same, and gold rejected this price range and currently trading toward the this level, this price level, and I am expecting that it retest toward this high volume or high volume node zone. So if it is able to reject this zone, then we can take a buy entry, and if it is able to break down, then we can take sell entries. But I am not currently opening any entry at this price level. And if you want to take 831 over here is a good stop loss for you, then you can put stop loss over to this zone, and you can look for the target toward this price range of 1826. As you can see from this price range, that this price range is if you look over to these retest, so this. I think I'm having a connection issue. Can you please recheck that I am live and audible? Can you please recheck and say yes to me on live chat? Is everything okay? Can you hear me? Okay, thanks. I think we are good. There is some connection issue. So as you can see that delta is still negative, and I don't see any buyers showing interest at this level, but I'm looking at a good stack, or you can say a good number or aggressive buying at this level, but I don't see any aggressive buying at this price range. And as you can see that these sellers are pushing the market toward the lower level. Okay, Faj, brother, when is your book launching? Actually, I'm sorry, I was from the very beginning, those who are with me, that I am saying that I am writing a book. Yes, I am writing a book, but I am delaying that book. As you can see that many time I told you that I will going to launch the book in 10 or 15 days, but actually due to busy schedule, I'm facing some issues in launching that book, but currently I am focusing more over to the book, and I will try to launch it very soon and publish it very soon so that you will get a better study material for your trading. So I am trying my best to publish the book very soon, and I will guarantee you that you will get a better and very unique content for that book. So you have to wait actually for at least I think 10 to 15 days more. Then I will share the link or share the book to you all. But for current scenario, I am still writing the book, and I will publish it very soon. So if you have any query or any question that you want to ask, any indicator, that any strategy or any other, if you have any another query, you can ask me in the live chat. I will try to explain that to you. Best way to draw Fibonacci. Okay, so let's try. I will explain, but let's wait because I am currently waiting at this level. We will explain the Fibonacci later on this video, but for the current situation, let's focus on to this zone. If it is able to hold on this level, then we can take a buy entry, and if it is break down this level, then we can take a short or sell entry toward the lower side, lower price zone, or lower in the lower side. I think the level of 1820 is an important level, as you can see from this dotted line. Let me increase the pixel so that you will get a better view. So the level of 1820 and the level, and this is the daily support, but I don't think that it is going to retest this today, because generally we have seen that in Friday trading session we have seen a range bound type market or a less volume market. As you can see that we don't have any large volume impact in all today's trading session compare, and if we compare it to the previous day trading session, as you can see we have a high volume node in previous trading session or in yesterday trading session, and in the day before the yesterday we have also a good volume session that we have seen. But currently, as you can see, the volume is not showing at this level or this price range, so we have to wait how price react at this price range. How to get cluster chart, volume chart? Okay, I think you joined the late. So if you want to get the detail, I already shared in the beginning of video. You have to check that from the beginning. And currently it is trying to break out, I think. Sorry, break down. Let me check what is happening here. Okay, sellers are still here and they are pushing it to down level. Delta is still negative. Let me zoom in. As you can see, delta is still negative, and your trading pattern is very nice, brother. Thank you, Sek. Patch Sek, sorry. I think we have having some connection issue again. Can you please recheck, and is everything okay? I am audible and there is no buffering. Please say yes to me if everything is okay. Can you please write yes? Okay, I think we are back again. So as you can see, we have a rejection toward this zone and delta is turning green, but the buyers are at the top of this candle. So we have a rejection, but the rejection is still not clear. Yes, on the 10-minute chart we can see that this is a rejection, and we can, let me check again. Yes, I think delta is positive and buyers are also here. So I think we have to wait for this candle 5-minute time frame. If it is able to hold and we get a hint of buyers or delta, then we can take a buy entry. But currently no buyers are showing interest over to this price range. But we have a rejection, as you can see from the wick of this candle. We can say this is a rejection candle. As you can see, it is very clear price action indication, but we have to wait. Yes, for scalping I think this is a good sign that we can put our stop loss below to this candlestick, oh sorry, this price range or this bar or this rectangle over to 1824 zone, and then we can take a scalping buy trade toward the retest again to 1829 zone or toward the higher 1833 zone. But we have to wait for the formation of this candlestick, and we need more confirmation on the buyer sellers sentiment over to this chart. Anita, are you streaming every day? No, actually this is my first stream, I think, live, and but in future I'm planning to go live every day. If everything works well, we will go live every day. But actually in every day I trade by my own, so if I go live I miss my trade opportunity. But in future I will try to manage both of these, and I will planning to go live in each day, and we will discuss and we will share the strategies like this every day in future. As you can see, that's why I asked you to wait, because as you can see we don't have any buyer showing interest at this level, and delta is also turning to red, sorry, in negative, because these, as you can see, these are the sellers right here. As you can see, these red number 2410, so we better have to wait. As you can see, so we are actually waiting for double confirmation, but our first prediction got correct, as I told to sell over to this zone and retest to this zone. We have to find another setup to take a trade. Yes, I think this is a clear rejection now. And for confirmation, we have to check this chart. And as you can see that delta is turning green over these price range. So I can see and I can say that now we can take a buy entry. So if you are interested, then you can take buy entry toward the retest of this zone of 1832 or 1829 from the scalping setup, and you can put your SL toward the lower price range over to 1824 or 25 as per your risk. But the candle is still not completed on 5-minute time frame. Yes, but as you can see, this is the CPR zone and it is facing resistance to this zone. And yes, delta is turning green. This is a good indication for buy, but I don't see any buying in, you can say, buying sentiment to this candle. So not good for me for a better you can say entry, I need more confirmation, more you can say the buyers are showing interest over these price range, then I can take a buy entry. But I think this is not a good entry for buy right now, because we need buyers, those who can push the price up. Yes, as you can see over to this candle, the buyers are showing some interest, but I need more confirmation actually. I need a stacked buying imbalance over to this zone. As you can see, in the case of selling, we waited here. As you can see, these are the sellers, those who pushed the market toward the downside. So the same, if same thing happen here, then I will get a more good confirmation. Then I can take entries accordingly. Yes, I think we are good to go for buy entry. but we have to wait for the candle confirmation because this candle is not completed yet. And this CPR, lower CPR zone, as you can see, is acting as resistance. Okay, if you look over to this volume profile range for session volume, as you can see this level, the level at 1826, sorry, is a POC level, and this is acting as a support. But from the buyer seller sentiment, I don't see any aggressive buying or any stacked in imbalance, volume imbalance that I discussed. So this is not showing any buy intention right now for double confirmation. Yes, there is a rejection. If you want to take a buy entry, then your stop loss should be below to this zone, because currently we are above this POC level for this current session. In future live trading session, I will trade with a live account, with a live small live account. So you will get a better view how I take entry and how to manage a small account. So I will trade on a small fund account in next trading live trading video. But for today's trading session, we have to work only like this. And if we talk about the long term, or you can say the prediction for coming, you can say week, give me a minute, let me just. So on technical terms, if we look over to 4-hour time frame chart, as you can see from the live session, so where we have to keep our eyes, as you can see that last four 4-hour candlestick, as you can see from here, this rejected this important price resistance zone that I already discussed many times, that this zone is a very important zone for the price movement in coming trading sessions. And as you can see that this is a clear rejection from this price range, and in the downside we can expect a retest toward the 1820 zone on higher time frame. And if we want to take a buy entry, I think the best area is only after the breakout and confirmation above this price zone. So the higher price level on this zone is 1834. Then we can take buy entry toward the retest of the yesterday's high or the month high of 1841 price range, and then we can have another resistance in buying side. And if we look over to the short entry scenario, yes, we can take short entry only after the rejection. As you can see, this is a clear indication of rejection, and we can take a sell entry toward the retest of this zone. And if it is able to hold on this zone, then we can again take a buy entry toward this zone. So this is the scenario on lower, sorry, in higher time frame, on 4 hour time frame, as you can see from the chart. So we have to keep eye on this price range in next trading week, in or in next trading sessions. And we will of course discuss these level in live trading session, and I will try to go live on the on those trading sessions, and also we will discuss those scenarios on small time frame and on higher time frame in Telegram channel also. Buyers. We can see buyers are pushing from the lower side, which is a good sign for scalping a buy entry. But this level, that is at around 183130, is a good resistance zone. So if you are going to take your target, then you have to put your first target at this resistance zone, which is at 1830. And on the candlestick, as you can see, if I switch on to lower time frame, on for 5 minute time frame, yes, the center range of this central pivot range indicator or CPR indicator, this level is your first target for buy and your stop loss below to this level, as I already discussed. Yes, as you can see, buyers are coming at this price range, and delta is also turning to green. So I think it is going to retest this price range over to 1830. And if it is rejected to this zone, then we have a possible sell entry, because on 4 hour time frame we have a rejection from this price range. So let's wait. I think we have a possible sell entry only if the price rejected this price range. So I think it's going to retest this level. So we are waiting to retest over to this level, then we can decide for a buy or sell entry accordingly. Okay, I think we are close to 1830 and it's going to retest this zone as we predicted. So let's wait again. So as you can see, we have a retest over to this zone. Now we have to wait how price behave. I will update you accordingly. Yes, as discussed, we have a possible rejection to this zone. Then we can take a sell entry. So let's wait for the candle close. Then we will take a sell entry or buy entry accordingly. So yes, this is a clear indication of sell entry. And if you want to take sell entry, then you can take sell entry and you can put your SL about to this zone or about to at around 1832, and then you can look for a lower price toward the range of this price range of 1826. For scalping, you can take profit at, I think, at around 1828 price, or you can say at 1827.50 price range. So currently we have a rejection toward this zone, at this zone, as we already discussed. So I think this is possibly a sell entry. So you can take a sell entry. Currently I'm not taking any entries because I will go live in next trading session and I will trade on live account, because this is our first live trading session. So in next trading session, we will surely go live with live account, with a live small account, and I will take small sell buy entries for your reference, and we will trade on those entries. And from the current scenario, I think for scalping this is a good sell setup. As you can see, we have a negative delta and sellers are present at this candle at the top of this level, or at the range, at the price range of 1831. So I think this is possibly a sell entry, but your stop loss should be above to 1831 or 1832. Simply you can put your stop loss to 1832, I think, for scalping entry only, because this is above. For a safer stop loss, I think always put a stop loss a bit away from the main resistance. So for a safe SL, I think you have to put your SL to 1832.50. If you look over to candlestick, I think it is at around here. So let's watch how price behave. I will be back after 10 minutes, guys. So please wait for 10 minutes. Then we will discuss more. on the current price scenario. So I'll be back after 10 minutes. So as you can see, this current price behavior breakout this resistance zone from the level of 1831 price range, and the next resistance in buying side is at the level of 1834 price range. So let's wait how price will react at this range. As you can see, DXY is falling and gold is rising. Anybody is in sell or buy entry right now? So for the current price scenario, we have to focus on this level. Let me highlight this level. So this level is important level. If price break out this price range, then we can expect further rise toward the higher price resistance. This is simply a support resistance setup, as you can see. So if it is able to break out, then we can expect a rise price toward this zone. But if not, then for short entry we have to wait for the rejection on this zone, and then we can expect a down movement toward the level of 1826 or 25 price range. So as you can see that sellers are currently jumping over to this price range, and delta is also turning to negative. So let's wait. At this zone we will decide whether we have to take a buy or a sell entry. To be frank, those who are scalping, those who want to take scalping trade, I always suggest to trade with stop loss, because in scalping you are as you can say, you are equities on risk, because scalping is a fast game. You have to react very fast and you have to put your target and the stop loss accordingly. So for scalping, never try to hold a stock for a longer period or a longer price range. Always try to put a small or close stop loss so that you can manage your risk accordingly. So for a scalping setup, always trade with a strict SL and always stick to your uh, target accordingly. And for the current scenario, I'm still looking at this level for sell entry, because we already in upside or in upside price range. So as you can see from the candlestick chart, this is the range that I discussed many times, that this is a important price zone on high time frame also. So we have to keep our eye on this zone on higher time frame. as I discussed already. If I switch back to 4-hour time frame, the previous candle was a rejection candle and the wick is still not retested. So if the next 4-hour candle close below to this wick, then we can expect a down movement toward the lower price range that I discussed over here. So we have to wait how price react now. Yes, 35 is a good stop loss area. You can put your stop loss at 1835, but I think we have to wait over here how price behave at this level. If it get rejected to this zone, then we can take sell entry. But currently, as you can see, I do not see any buying sentiment, as you can see still. So we have to wait only after the retest of this price range, the range of 1834 to 18345 price range, or in candlestick if we talk about here. So this range 33 to 34 price range. So let's see how price behave here. So as you can see from the candle, from the current candle, as you can see that we have seen a very aggressive buying over this level, that is at 1831, but we have to wait for the candle close. As you can see over to these uh, green numbers, so these are stacking over this price range, so I think they are pushing the market toward the higher side now. And delta is also turning green, as you can see. As you can see, at this price range, we have a large volume also here, and delta is also turning green, and we have a stacked volume imbalance or buying volume imbalance at this level. So the candle is currently closed, previous candle, as you can see. So from this price behavior or this stacked volume imbalance, buying imbalance, I can expect a retest toward the 1834 price range shortly, and as you can see, this is getting toward this range. Yes, as I said, we have a retest of this zone and it just completed from 183 to 1834 price range due to the volume, or you can say due to buying volume imbalance. We have a retest toward this zone. Now we have to wait how price react at this price range. So this is the important price level that we have to keep our eye on. No sign of rejection till now. Yes, previous candle was a very bullish candle on. If we switch back to 5 minute, sorry, 5 minute chart, sorry, time frame, as you can see, previous candle was a bullish candle, but it is going to retest this 1833 price range, so we have to wait. Yes, as you can see, the gold is currently able to break out this resistance zone, and currently, as you can see from here, that buyers aggressively buying at this level and pushing gold toward the higher price range. So from the current candle and from the confirmation of buying imbalance over to this price range, I can say that it is going to retest the higher price range of 1839. So if you want to take buy entry, I think the best area is around this price range, which is at around 1834 to 1835 zone, and I think this is the stop loss area, which is at around 1833 price range. So I think this is the current situation, but I recommend you to take entries very carefully, because I am not currently live trading session. We will surely go live on my live account with real money on smaller account, so you will get a better idea where I am taking entry and where I am putting my stop loss and target for scalping setup only. And from the current situation and current scenario, as I said, that these are the buyers, those pushing the market in higher side. So for stop loss, I think these green zone, as you can see, our stop loss should be below to this zone. And if we look over to this range, I think this is the stop loss area below this 31, or you can put 32 at here, below to this zone 1833. So I'm expecting that it is going to retest or going to test the 1838 zone from the current price behavior. So it's up to you if you want to take entry. take entry accordingly. But as I said, I'm not trading currently on live account. So if you want to trade with me and how I am trading, then you have to wait for next trading session and in live trading session. Then we will take entries accordingly. See, from the current scenario, I don't see any sellers right now. As you can see, yes, we have some minor or you can say smaller negative delta over here, but we have a stacked buying imbalance over this price range, and as I said, it is soon going to retest 1838 price range. I think those who are waiting for sell entry, I think this is the best area that we have to keep in the radar. The area around 1839 zone, 3940 zone. So those who are waiting for sell, I think they have a opportunity over this zone. So we have to better wait for rejection on this zone. Yes, we already uh, almost retouched the 1838 level that I said. So I think now we have to wait for the retest of this zone. Then only we can decide for a sell or buy entry accordingly for a scalping setup. So I think it is moving toward this support area of this S1, sorry, resistance one. This is the resistance area that we have to wait for rejection for sell entry, I think. For smaller time frame like 30-minute, as you can see, this price range is important price range for gold to, as you can see, this price range is, this price level is acting as a support, as you can see from this candle. So we have to keep eye on this candle also. Also, if gold is able to retest this zone, I will take sell entry, or I will decide a sell entry only if I see a selling imbalance or aggressive selling at this level. Then we can take a sell entry toward the lower price zone. But if it is able to break out, then surely it is also a buy entry, as happened at this 1835 price range, price level, sorry. So I will wait. I don't see any sign for selling right now. Actually, I'm waiting for a good selling imbalance or a aggressive selling so that we can take a sell entry. But I don't see any selling pressure at this price range. Also, if it is able to break down this price range 1835, then this is also a signal for a sell entry toward the lower price level. Yes, we can see some selling sellers for selling pressure at this level, but we have to wait for the candle close on 5-minute time frame. Yes, there are sellers, but as you can see, this is not a good confirmation. For a good confirmation, I will wait for the breakdown of this level, and also or if it is able to reach at this level, then we will wait for the rejection at this level, or this level. Breakdown of this level can uh, create a confirmation for sell entry. So let's wait and see how price behave, and we can see sellers are currently showing some interest over this price range. If we look over to 30-minute chart in candlestick chart, as you can see, we have a kind of rejection on this zone that we described, that this is a important zone, price zone for gold. So as you can see, we have a retest or rejection in 30 minutes from this zone. So, and before a previous candle from this candle is a complete, as you can see, bullish candle. We can expect a rise of price from here. So we have to wait and watch how price reject will behave after rising from here. Also, I don't see any confirmation for sell in lower time frame for scalping at current price level. So better wait and watch. I'll update you how price behave at this resistance zone. Then we can take a sell entry accordingly. But from the current scenario, I don't see any sell opportunity right now. from this price movement, or this as you can say, from this rally, price rally, bullish rally, generally we have a, you can say, a sideways or range or consolidation trend here. Only after consolidation we can decide where market is going to uh, move. So currently, as you can see, after this rally, we are on 15-minute chart. So after a bullish rally, we are currently in consolidation zone on lower time frame. So we have to wait and watch where price will move after this bull run for short period. So let's wait. But for seller, I don't see any opportunity right now, and I am expecting a rejection from the daily resistance zone. If I turn it on, as you can see, this is the daily support level, or this is the previous day high 1841. So I think this is the best area to sell. Take sell entry from the highest previous day high, or from the today's resistance or R1 zone, or if you want to take sell entry, I think the best area is only break down from this zone, or from the breakdown of this high zone, which is at around 1833. So currently we are just uh, trading over to this zone. So possibly I am expecting that it is going to test this support or resistance. Then we can expect a rejection for sell. Otherwise we will look for long entries only. So let's watch any buyer sentiment or seller sentiment over this chart. And from this, as you can see, I don't see any selling imbalance for confirmation in sell entry. So we have to wait and watch. So let's check the movement on ADX, how the trend is behaving. And as you can see, currently we are in low volume area. And if I look over to volume profile zone for this session, so as you can see, this is the area that currently we are trading in. So the highest volume or the POC area is at 1827, 1826. And also this zone, as you can see that volume is, this is the point of interest currently, as you can see. So, and if we look over to trend strength, I think trend is moving now. Sorry, ADX is moving now about 20. If I draw a line, horizontal line, at 20 ADX level over here, as you can see, the trend is moving over to 20, which is a good sign that momentum is currently driving inside the trend. We can expect in movement. So what I'm waiting for is actually a confirmation for sell or buy. So as you can see, we have a breakdown to this support, and also we have a breakdown from this support zone. So we can expect this is a good sell entry, and you can put your SL above this high zone or above this resistance zone. So I think this is a good sell entry. Currently I'm not on my live account. So if you want to take sell entry, I think your first target should be at the high of this CPR zone, and second target I think should be at around the bottom of this CPR zone, which is at 1828, and the next target should be at around this support zone or at around this high profile, high POC, high volume node or POC area, which is at around 1826 zone. So I think this is a good scalping sell entry. So if you want to take, you can take, put your SL above this price range or above this level, because as you can see we have a confirmation of sellers from here, as you can see. So it's all up to you. If you want to wait, you can wait, and if you want to take the sell entry, then you can take sell entry accordingly. But if you want to trade with me, then you have to wait for next trading session. Then in next trading session I will take live entry on live account. There is a little or no movement on the DXY. Again, as you can see, buyers showing interest at this level, but I don't think that they are gonna push the market in upside from the current situation, because as you can see here that this is the resistance area. So if they are able to break out, then we can expect a further rise, but if not, then we can expect a downward movement toward the lower price range. So these are the two possible, you can say, direction that it might follow. As you can see, because this is the resistance, or you can say consolidation zone, the after breakdown we can expect a down move or decline toward the lower price range, and if it is able to break out on longer time frame, then we can expect a rise of price. So you can put your stop losses accordingly toward the high or toward the low zone. So this is it for this session. We will discuss and we will trade live in next trading session in live session. So thank you and good luck.